Foxglove friends, welcome to today's reading. So I thought I'd do a little reading today about, are they going to be naughty or are they going to be nice? This can be anybody, it can be a family member, it can be a romantic relationship, it can be somebody that's coming that you don't know is you've never met before. So last year I had a visitor for Christmas Day and I didn't really know them, I knew of them. They were a family member of a friend and it turned out that they were Scrooge. They hated Christmas. They were miserable and grumpy all day, and in the end they were quite rude. And I had to encourage somebody else to take them away. So that's led me to actually put this video together to see if whoever you're thinking about is going to be naughty or nice. So it's very open. Just have a think about who it is that you might want to inquire about, and then you can pick your cards. And just remember, if you want to invest in yourself in 2025, I do have the special early bird offer of working with me one-to-one to do the 10-week program of returning to wholeness. You can check out the details of that on my website, and the details of that are in the description of this video. So this is Luna Boo, I'd like to say. She's got a little Santa hat on. She doesn't like the hat. She likes the rest of the outfit, just not the hat. Have a lovely day and enjoy your reading, Foxglove friends. So, here are the cards, the piles for today. You can choose the 7-Star Sisters, which is pile 1. Star Ancestors, which is pile 2. And Called, which is pile 3. So I'll just give you a little bit of time to take some nice deep breaths. You can allow yourself to tune into which picture is calling out to you or which word is standing out to you. Whether it be the 7-Star Sisters, Star Ancestors, or Called. And I will see you in your reading, Foxglove friends. Welcome, pile 1. Welcome to today's reading with me, Rosalind. You have picked the 7-Star Sisters, Birthing Creation's Tapestry of Life Expression. So the question today is, are they going to be naughty or nice? And there is a secret card behind each of the piles that I've picked, because it may be showing you what's going on behind the scenes with them, what has been hidden. So at the front of what they're expressing is that they're bringing something new into being, whether it's a new project. This is very much maybe this is you or the person, so just take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. But this is all to do with creativity, about what you're bringing into your life, about a new era. I don't know how to say that. Era. About a new chapter. Let's say that instead. So you might be leaving something behind, an old version of you, or they might be leaving behind an old version of themselves, or an old version of living, a way of living. So if you're stepping into a new location, new relationship, or just a new time, it might be a new time, because I know let's have a look. I'm going to show you what's behind this card, because that may explain more as well. So the card that we've got with this is grief. So although there's excitement and celebration about shifts and changes, and it might just be about enjoying the festive season and trying to embrace that, there could be an element of grief that's sitting with your person or with this situation, which is actually affecting their behaviour, even if they're not expressing that openly. And that might be surprising to some of you, but it might be something that the person hasn't even acknowledged themselves. So if there is a change in how you are living or how they are living, or if there's been some sort of somebody's passed away and they're missing them and thinking of them, grief can come up for lots of different reasons. Sometimes we can step into a new life and be really excited about it, but there's still an element of grief about what we've left behind because we loved it and we applied energy to it. And there's some time needed as part of this to actually recognise, honour what's been and gone and the new that's coming in. And quite often during this festive season, I'll do that because we're coming up to the new year. So this is a time of honouring the year that's gone by. So there may be celebrations about now, but a recognition that it's even been a hard year for this person. So take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. But as we go into facing a whole new year, sometimes we can be really pleased to leave the year behind. So that might be what's going on with this person. So this is very interesting because I feel that because of this underlying grief, maybe there'll be a little bit of naughtiness that comes to the surface. So it might be certain behaviours that you weren't expecting to see or didn't want to see. It might be certain, perhaps they don't seem as happy at certain times as you'd expect them to be, which can put a bit of a downer on things. You know, let's have a look what's going on. So, Spirit, please can you advise what is going on for pile one's person so that we can understand how they're going to be this season? What's been going on for their person? Two of gifts. So they've been juggling a lot of things, trying to figure things out. Maybe they've been trying to figure things out financially, or they've had to bring a lot of things together to have the capacity to deal with what's going on. There may have been financial demands with what they've been trying to create in life that's kind of pulled on them a bit. Queen of Candles, interesting. A lot of thinking, a lot of focus, a lot of trying to make decisions. They may have been isolating themselves, is what I want to say, in what they've been doing or trying to achieve. They may have been separating themselves somehow. Spirit. Knight of Gifts. Yeah, they might have had... This is about romantic ideas about things usually, or wishing for the future, or having... this can be a very creative person, as we've got creativity coming up quite a bit. So they might have been trying to focus on how to make things nice for other people. They might have been spending a lot of time on their devices. I'll just give that to some of you because sometimes that can be frustrating. And it's interesting, we've got the little bonsai tree here. So they've been trying to cultivate something to make things happen, applying their love and creativity to something. Let's see how that... So how is that... What are they going to be, naughty or nice during this festive season? Ooh, came flying out. Bond. Okay, this is very interesting, because as you'll see, this is all to do with focusing on what's going on in their heart space and the bonds that they've got with other people, and particularly with you as well. I'm just going to have a little look at what this says because I think this might be helpful to help you understand. Aside... well, okay, this is a bit direct. Aside from a few casual swingers, generally male, Crows and ravens mate for life. Bond represents a karmic relationship, a connection that goes beyond our everyday existence. Whether it is a relationship to a person, a career, a place, or a hobby, this soul level connection is deep and strong. You can feel it course within your veins. Bond creates an energy that pulls you closer to where you need to be and will tug back when you get too far away. When you draw the bond card, use this as an opportunity to focus on areas of your life that feel deeply connected, because it is here that you find your strength to push forward or conjure the enthusiasm needed to reach a goal. So, this person will be focusing on the bonds that are the strongest for them. That may be you, or it may be others. Now, if it is you, then that's going to be wonderful. It's going to feel really great. It's going to allow you to have comfort and joy this season, Foxglove friend. If they're focusing on the bonds with others, then that could actually leave you feeling out in the cold. So I'm going to have a look at some advice cards for you, because that will help to reveal which of these it is. Can we have some, oops, please can we have some, I think Spirit's got lots of advice because they tried to chuck loads out at me then. So take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't, as always, Foxglove friends, because we might have two scenarios going on here. And how to navigate. Sometimes, this is what's coming through. I'm just going to go through this as it's coming through. Sometimes when those that we care about have strong bonds with others, it can make us feel insecure or like that we don't matter, where in actuality we can have so many different bonds with other people. So we can have a romantic bond, we can have a bond of friendship, we can have family bonds. So I'm a twin, and certain relationships in the past, even within my family, have sometimes found it difficult to accept that I've got a strong connection with my twin, because it can make them feel excluded. But from the inside out, from me looking outwards, it's never taken away how much I feel for the other people who are close to me in my life. It's just different. So there may be an element for some of you to not be offended or upset if this person is showing connections with others as well. Part of loving someone is allowing them to be who they are. Okay, so we've got a wake-up call going on here. Grieve your losses. How interesting. So, that's very interesting. I want to get more information about why that is. So this is the advice that's coming to you, that so is the grief coming up for you about what you're maybe grief is actually okay, I understand. If grief is pushing at them, you may find that grief is also active for you, because sometimes you can either mirror things for people, or there's two crows together in this. So maybe you and the person you're inquiring about who is feeling sad about what has gone, whether it's a person who's not here anymore, or an animal, or whatever it is, or maybe a situation. There's an element where you also need to grieve your losses and recognize the truth of what's going on here. I feel like there's a few different elements that might be around this bond situation. So if somebody has got a bond with another person that is literally taking them away from you, there may be an element of grief going on. Just take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. Right, I'm going to do, how are you going to feel So there's something here about applying your attention to being of service, to helping other people, whether that's something that you're putting out into the world, or whether it's something you're doing. Yeah, and practice to the commitment of love. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. So, I think we're going to need more space, pal one, because I'm not done with this yet. I want to understand this more. As I said, I think there might be a few scenarios going on for you in this pal one, so do take what resonates. For some of you, there's something new that's been created. This person may have created something new, or you might have created something new, and it's created an even stronger bond because you're in the energy of love, you're being of service to others. There's some sort of wake-up call where you're recognizing how great life can be and how positive things can be, but also there's a recurring theme here that some sort of loss needs to be grieved. So if that's somebody who's not with you anymore, if it's something that didn't work out, just let that, take the time during this season to honour that, and to help others that need help. That's really beautiful and positive. For others of you, there may be a situation in which somebody has been applying their attention elsewhere, may have been cut off a little bit emotionally, and their focus has been on somebody else, and you're going to get a wake-up call about that. And it might be because of their own grief that they're behaving in strange ways, or there's something here where you didn't quite get what you want from this person, and it's important to grieve your losses, but to focus on what you do have in your life that's bringing love in, and to help other people. It will, and spend time with other people who value you, and who appreciate you. So there's two different elements going on there, pal one. Let me get a few more. Can I have another card to help pal one understand what is going on with this person, and whether they are going to be naughty or nice? So for some of you, they're going to be nice. There's a right mix going on here, and I just take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. Your life is a canvas. So again, we've got very much about a creative elements, artist, manifestation, creative accountability. Your life is a canvas. So it's all about, and we had earlier, I think it's in this, tapestry of life. So there's such a lot going on. Perhaps there is such a lot going on for you. Perhaps that's the thing, pal one. Perhaps this is a really big auspicious time for you. And there's lots of changes and shifts, and you may be, it's saying that you're stepping into a new era, that you're stepping into a new way of being, that you're needing to focus on the bonds that are important for you, and to ensure that you're allowing yourself to be creative, and considering what you're creating in your life, and what is good and what you don't want anymore, because we've got this wake-up call. So perhaps the person you're inquiring about will help you have a revelation about what you're going through and what's right and wrong for you, pal one. I'm going to get an overall final card for you. Which pack do I want to use for that? I'm going to get an overall advice card for you, because this is quite an interesting reading, pal one. Face your adversaries. So if people are being negative towards you, or if you're criticising yourself even, for those who are being naughty this season, don't stand for it, pile one, is the overall message for this. So if there's a person who you're thinking of and they're behaving in a way that you don't appreciate and is not supporting the uniqueness and specialness or value or worth of who you are, choose love for you too. Make sure that you are embracing that self-love element, and that if somebody is behaving in a way they shouldn't be behaving, stand up for yourself in this. I think we've got, I keep saying this, I think there's quite a few things going on here, pile one, where it may be a jiggly time of year for you. There may be several people coming in, or this certain person may be a bit all over the place. There may be the good and the bad, but there's certainly this element of grief of what's no longer there in some sort of way, which is driving certain things for both of you. So just make sure that your boundaries are clean and clear and honest, and that you are coming from a place of love, and that you are helping as much as you can with different things, and stay in the creativity of who you are as you bring something new into being, and stand by that. Whatever it is you're birthing into reality, stand by that, knowing that you are doing the right thing and that it matters to you, and therefore it matters in the world, pile one. I wish you a very merry Christmas, a happy holiday season, and if this did resonate, please do comment in the comments section if you'd like to help me understand, because there's quite a lot going on here, which feels exciting, but also feels like it might push and pull on some of the bonds that you've got because of the changes and the shifts that are going on. So take care, pile one. Thank you so much for watching. Please do like and subscribe if you want to watch me again, and I look forward to seeing you in the future. Hello, pile two. Welcome to your reading. Now then, so far, reading one was very interesting. I've got a feeling that a lot of these answers aren't going to be that direct today, because as with the naughty and nice card, people are often not one or the other. So they're giving me rather complex results. What we have got first of all for your person that you're inquiring about is star ancestors, hidden secrets, lost wisdom. Look a little deeper. So you might need to look a little deeper within them, or they may have ancestral information that you can tune into or gather from them that they're able to share with you if this is a family member, which could be really, really positive. If they're not a family member, there's something to do with their needing to actually understand who they are, the depth of where they come from. So the secret cards hidden underneath the first cards, because I picked these first and then I thought, well, they look a bit miserable. Just, they're lovely, but they looked a bit bleak for the season. So I went for another one that was a bit more colourful. But actually what's happened is, this is kind of what's been presented at the front, and this is what's going on behind the scenes. So within the person that you're inquiring about, there may be some deeper survival elements going on. So they might be feeling either in a sense of lack, or they may actually be struggling to support themselves, to support others. They may be having some financial difficulty, or they just might be in some sort of survival mode, which could even stem from their childhood, if they've been treated in certain ways that make them feel like they're not good enough, or they've not got enough self-love or self-worth and things like that. Now that can make people act out and and step into the naughty realm, because we're going to use that because it's either be naughty or nice. So if somebody has got their back against the wall, which kind of this crow has, where they're feeling like people are just waiting and watching to either attack them or um or to get them somehow, or to judge them, or to be in a certain way towards them where they just feel criticised, or to hurt them in some way. There's a deeper fundamental element of that within them where that's not yet been healed. So it might be worth considering that, because their behaviour could possibly be sliding to the naughty rather than nice, because they're in this defensive survival mode. Pal 2. On the front, at the surface, they've got a lot of knowledge and wisdom, and if you can look a little deeper to understand who they are, you may actually find that you can get a lot out of this connection. If you can understand that this is going on in the background. But let's have a look at more information about what's going on. So I want to look at what has been going on for the person you're inquiring about, so that we can actually understand where they're coming from and what's going to drive how they behave this festive season. So we've got the Queen of Good Cheer. So actually this is somebody who, this is like the Queen of Cups, who can be a healer or a therapist, or someone who's trying their best to make everybody happy, and to try and make sure that they're having a nice time. They maybe love Christmas. Somebody who's full of lots of ideas, really likes to do all sorts of different things maybe at this time of year, or just has all sorts of ideas about different things in life. They could be quite creative. We've got cups quite twice there, and the cups tends to be quite an emotional kind of person. And we've got somebody who's actually managing to overcome their fears. This is very, very interesting. So this person is coming across in certain ways as being very positive, very courageous, maybe brave in the changes that they're making in their life. They've got all sorts of ideas. They may be trying to venture forward with different ideas. Perhaps they're doing something more spiritual. There's a crystal ball there, so perhaps they are actually somebody who is a psychic reader, or they work with the goddess energy, or they're somebody, it doesn't have to be female, it might be somebody who's just mediumistic, speaks to spirit, and things like that, and actually perhaps they're trying to contact, and they may be doing work with star beings, so whether it's Arcturians, Syrians, Palladians, things like that, or they may just be trying to get back to the core essence of who they are, is what I want to say, pal 2, in one way or another. But actually this is possibly pushing on what they've got financially, which can sometimes make people, but I also, I don't know, I think this person, from what we can see, is going to try to be very nice. Let's have a look. So let's get another card for what is going on with this person. Which card do I want, pal? Let's do one of these. So is this person going to be, no, I want this one. Is this person going to be naughty or nice this season? Oh, well, I'm going to take that they're going to be really nice. So they're trying to give gifts and bringing gifts, whether that's gifts of who they are, whether that's embracing the seasonal mentality of goodwill to all people, that they're trying to act from their heart, they're trying to share what they can. That's really, really nice. Let's see what advice we've got for you. Oh, do you know what? I'm delighted that this reading's much easier than Pile 1's. If you've chosen Pile 1 as well, it's a bit complicated, Pile 1. There's a right conglomeration of naughty and niceness going on, whereas this one feels like it's much more towards the nice, that somebody has come a long way, is quite spiritually aware, has got lots of lovely ideas about things in life, and is very generous with their time, or with everything that they can be generous with, really. What's your advice, Pile 2? Pile 2. Raise your vibration. So you may need to try and pick up your vibration to be in a similar alignment with this person. You may be needing to raise your vibration to yes, sorry, I've just taken a real deep breath there. That's really, really interesting. So maybe you need to take a deep breath, calm your nervous system. Raising your vibration tends to be about having happier thoughts, about letting go of resentments. I'm going to read it to you so that we can really, really understand how you can raise your vibration. So let's show you this, because it shows that like you might have been injured, but there's healing hands. So are you suffering from vague physical ailments, headaches, belly aches, phantom pains, or worse? Are you struggling to feel healthy and strong? Don't panic, and don't interpret any physical challenges or ailments as signs of failure or weakness. Your body's complaints are simply its way of alerting you to the need to release old patterns and unexpressed feelings, so that you have a clear and active physical vibration. Embrace them lovingly and thank your visible self for working so hard to properly house your spirit. Consciously choose to cast off useless feelings of depression, sorrow, or self-recrimination in order to retrieve your health. Your soul's purpose right now is to introduce your body to a higher, more positive, healthy vibration through the right focus. Your soul's lesson is to have discipline within your mind to focus on those energies that enable you to love your body and listen to it with patience and interest. If it's troubled, it's alerting you to release what no longer serves you. By letting go of old patterns, you'll raise your vibration and enhance your physical and psychic vitality. Okay, so I think maybe it's just allowing this person who you're inquiring about to be a positive influence on you as well, because they have tackled their demons. They have tackled their fears, they have tackled their childhood issues, and there is a choice sometimes. So, you can work with me on the special offer, the Return to Wholeness offer, which will help you to clear old emotions and help you change patterns, help you to get in touch with your soul self more. It really is a life-changing offer, so check that out on my website, which is in the description of this video. But you can also just say to yourself, I choose to let go of resentments from the past and to step into the happiness that is my soul right today. Because you can be happy. Just choose to be happy today and choose to be happy every day. And when you see yourself shifting back into a space where you feel angry or resentful or judgmental, recalibrate yourself back to, okay, I recognise I'm slipping back into an old behaviour. Today I'm going to return back to choosing happiness through compassion and peace and love, and just make that decision and stick to it. And it can be as simple as that, pal, too. So let me get you some more advice. Perhaps if you're around somebody who is on the nice list, sometimes that can make you feel even worse if you feel like you're on the naughty list. So if you feel like you're not being the nicest person because you've got stressors or pains, when you've got physical pains or health ailments, it can be really hard to stay positive and to feel happy and joyful, because sometimes your energy can be slightly depleted or a lot depleted if you've got health issues going on. If you've got psychological or emotional issues going on, it can be hard to keeping up that higher vibration. But just make the choice and do it as often as you can, and it will help your system to alter and change so that you become this more often and make choices for yourself that are going to be kind and healing and compassionate towards you and your body and your environment, so that you can start to live in that existence for you. Yeah, live from your spirit. Look, there's a blindfold on this person as they walk a tightrope, but they are trusting. And there's all these white doves flying around, which are representative of hope. And they have raised their vibration up above the tree line there, as you can see. So if we choose to allow ourselves to be supported by spirit rather than trying to control things, and we work from our intuition, and we work from the understanding that every soul is here to learn different lessons, including you. So what happens to you is happening for you, to help you understand more about yourself, to help you have more self-value, then we don't necessarily need to feel those resentments and anger or frustration towards others, because we recognise it's all part of the whole, and that each of us has God within us, and we're all a microcosm of the universe, so we're all connected, so even if you don't like other people's behaviours, you can love humanity and the experiences that they go for, and that's part of raising yourself above the kind of squabbles of the 3D mind, is what I want to say. So let me get some cards. How is the person you're inquiring about feeling? Abundance. So they are trying to embrace the abundance element, that they are a limitless being and can manifest whatever they desire in this physical reality. And that is absolutely brilliant. It ties in with the star ancestors, that they're trying to think bigger and beyond, and trying to open their mind about what they actually can achieve and what they can be in this lifetime. So how else is this? And this is probably why they're sharing so much with you of themselves, of what they've got. They're trying to share what they do have, no matter how much. Obviously, they're in a degree of survival mode in reality, but actually, they're trying to share what they do have with you, so that in recognition that they are abundant in this moment. Okay, and love. They're in a space of love, so that's really nice. What do you feel? I almost feel like we're focusing on this other person. I think we might need to be focusing on you, pal, too. to help you. Oh, heck. Envy. Yes, as I said it, I think... Right, so I'm going to repeat that again. Rather than focusing on this other person, you need to focus on you. But if you are going to focus on this other person, do it with care and compassion and recognition that even though they're not in the best situation, they are doing their very best to be the kindest and most the season is about giving goodwill and trying to embrace the spirit of that, to support other people and to be kind to other people, in what is, in the Northern Hemisphere, the darkest time of the year. So I am the same as everybody with different challenges. So when you are envious of other people, it actually gives your power away. It takes away your ability to be limitless. It takes away your ability to manifest whatever you want into your world, because you're kind of looking at somebody else and going, they've got what I want, and then you're angry about whether they are somebody or they've got something that you want. That puts you into a sense of lack and a victim mode, like, I haven't got what they've got, and then I'm angry and I'm upset about it or jealous about it. Well, actually, you can have what they've got. You just need to go through your own life lessons. This person that you're thinking about has fought their inner battles. They have worked hard to clear away fears, to have bravery to fight against things that have happened to them that haven't been very nice, to fight their fears and to clear away, to get past very difficult times, you know. So when you are feeling envious of somebody else, just remember there's very often things that you can't see that that person has been through. It's a bit like when you look on Facebook. People only generally post when they're having a good time on Facebook. It's a bit like, it's not real. Obviously what they're doing is real, but it's not showing you when the kids are screaming in a corner and they're about at their wits' end, or when the other half is having a fallout with them and they're feeling miserable and it's ruining the whole day. You know what I mean? They're not showing you all that. They're only showing you that what looks good and shiny, and people do that because that is part of survival. At a primitive level, we show the elements of ourselves, we show our best side, unless there's somebody that we really, really trust, and then we will start to show the more vulnerable underbelly, is what I want to say, of, because we'll expose what's sensitive, and so they might not even be showing you how vulnerable they actually are in this moment. So this is part of trying not to allow yourself to judge, to raise your vibration beyond this, recognizing that they're a soul doing the very best that they can in this lifetime, as are you, pal too. Now then, I'm going to get you an overriding final card of advice to help you through this festive season. You can be, do and have anything you want to do and be and have, pal too. You can manifest it from the inside out. I'd highly recommend you look at my Return to Wholeness package, which is the 10-week package that you need to book in before the 1st of January to get the special offer pricing, because it will help you clear away from this difficult energy and help you raise your vibrational frequency to start to step into this energy, basically. Reflect on your truth. So this is the final card. Accept where you are now, accept who you are now, love yourself as you are now, warts and all, pal, too. And step forward from there. You don't have to criticise or judge yourself or be unkind to yourself if you feel frustrated that you aren't in a happier place or that you aren't in a more seasonal goodwill to all people kind of place. That's okay. But do acknowledge where you are now. Be honest with yourself about who you are now and love yourself for it, because it's the experiences of your life that have created that. It's inner child elements of you that have created that. There's so many different dynamics, and we're going on a journey. That sounds like we're going on a bear. What, I don't know what that is. Bear hunt? That doesn't seem right. Anyway, sorry, part two. We're going on a journey. All of us are going on a journey. We come in with soul contracts about what we're going to achieve, what we're going to learn, how we're going to bring us back to our very soul self. And sometimes, pal, too, some people have taken on more lessons that need to be learned than others. And it's if you've gone quite far along the path of wisdom, through many different lifetimes, which we also look at in the Return to Wholeness package, then you may find that you're in a life where there's loads of lessons to learn. So it might feel a bit harder than other people seem to be experiencing in life. So don't judge, because it's all worthwhile at a soul level. And love yourself as you are. So this is like the abundance element, hope, balance, the fire of creativity, being able to lift yourself out of lower, denser frequencies. It is all there for you, pal, too. I wish you a very happy and peaceful and abundant and love-filled festive season. And please do feel free to comment, and I'd love to hear from you on the comments in this video, or if you want to work with me one-to-one. Take care. If you like this, please do like and subscribe so that I can grow my channel and so that I can see you again. Bye-bye. Hello, Pal 3. Welcome to today's reading. Now, I'm uber, super, duper curious about this already, because we have the first card here, but we have a sneaky little card hidden behind it. So we have what's going on at a certain level for you, and then what's going on at a deeper level that you might not be seeing with the person you're inquiring about. So you have picked the Called card. Soul gifts and training. It's time to step up. So this might be applying to you or your person. Take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. But there's something about this card in which somebody came to Earth with a double mission: to grow as a soul and to bring a shift to mass consciousness, but also to work on their soul's mission of healing and clearing and learning at their own soul level as well. There might be a creative project or something that you're doing to do with this. So what we've got behind this is distraction, and you'll see the little dog in this card. So there are two crows working together to distract the dog so they can steal the dog's food. So you may find, so this is a bit complicated and curious, really. So with the person you're inquiring about, either they're being distracted from a path that they should be going on, but they don't realise it. So this is obviously all about, is this person going to be naughty or nice? Well, I don't know if they've got opportunity to be naughty, because they're being so distracted by the behaviours of others that they're not even focusing on nourishing themselves. They're meant to be, I feel, stepping into prime soul alignment so that they can help with a mission on earth to support other souls and to support other people, but they're getting distracted along the way. So you may see that as naughty if it's affecting what you're trying to do, if they're not, if they're delaying you rather than actually getting on with it. Let's have a look. Let's have a look what's going on, pal 3. It's been an interesting set of readings, this has. I thought it'd be dead simple, but it's been quite complicated. We've had some really, really interesting readings already with just 1 and 2. So I can't wait to see what's coming up in this one. So what has been going on for the person that you're inquiring about? So they've needed a lot of strength to go through certain things in their life. Perhaps that's part, maybe they're a fan of animals as well, I'm just going to say. Just take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. So they've needed to go through have a lot of strength. They've been trying to create something. So this is like the magician, and they're abundant in what they can offer. They've got all the potential and everything in the world with what they can offer. So they are trying to create something and trying to do something. Interesting that they're getting distracted. So maybe this person does have a huge amount to offer to the world, but other people see that and are actually trying to take what this other person's got for free. or at a cheaper level, or using them a little bit, or not really being the best in certain ways because they're shouting loudly, which is getting the attention of this person, and it's a bit naughty. Other people are being naughty to this person is what I want to say, pal 3, actually. Oops, oh, we've got many that have fallen out. Hold on. So we've got the Knight of Good Cheer, which is the Knight of Cups. So there can be some... This person could be quite creative or very heart-driven, maybe romantic sometimes, maybe... but then we've also got the Six of Candles, which can be to do with going on a journey. See, that's very positive. So they maybe like to travel, or they're going on an inner journey. I'm going to check that Six of Candles just quickly, because some of these have got different readings that are very festively focused, because they are the magic of midwinter Yuletide cards. Yeah, okay, this one is very much about the fact that they're going to achieve, they're trying to create something. It's taken a lot of strength to do it. They've had to put their heart and soul into what they're doing, and victory is coming. They've done so well, and they've achieved recognition, and it's been positive for them. But some naughty person or people, other naughty people, pal 3, they're not naughty, they're good. Naughty other people are trying to use them and take what they can, and actually taking away the energy that they need to do this, which will impact positively on mass consciousness. There's something about what they're doing that's recognition, and that's going to impact on that. They need to be seen by others, not just isolated in this situation here where a few people are getting to take what they want from them. They need to be seen by the masses so that they can positively impact in a really big way. Let me get another card. What is going on? Is this person being naughty or nice is what I do at this point, but I almost feel like I feel like you need to assist this person in some way to help them on their mission, which is distance. Interesting. So you may be at a distance from this person. Either your relationship's not that close, or physically you might be in a different town or a different country or something. But that doesn't mean that you can't positively impact or communicate with this person, because we have the gift of the internet, which allows us to connect through many different forms of media. And a lot of my closest and dearest friends are in different countries. And I've managed to, one of my most bestest friends is in Australia, and I'm in Britain at the minute, and we talk most days, whether it's just a text message or a video call. So it's just, so that is not a stumbling block. Let me get some advice for you to see why this is coming up for you. I feel quite for you that this is quite empowering. Like you need to do something positive to support them somehow, because they're almost going along in they're quite innocent, I feel, in how they're stepping forward into life and trying to do positive things to help to be in alignment with their sole purpose. So I think they need your faith. That makes me feel quite emotional because it's such a beautiful thing, to offer the ability to believe in someone can be all that somebody needs. It can be the biggest gift to give them, that that you believe in them, you believe in their worth, in their value, and that they can do this, and to support them through something, and to have faith in someone. It can make the difference between somebody achieving something wonderful or giving up on it. It can be life-changing, that can, to have faith in someone. That's a wonderful, I love that message. It means a lot, that does. I think that's, and it will mean a lot to them if you let them know that you've got faith in them, because they've had to have a lot of strength to go through what they've gone through to get to where they are. And sometimes people haven't been that great to them, but they've kept ploughing along anyway, because they want to be of service, or they've got a higher mission in mind, and by having faith in them and supporting them in this mission, you will have a positive impact on mass consciousness, on the planet, on the people in it, because you are helping to support getting them to be seen, to continue. Wow, it feels very, a lot of energy in this. Make a plan. Oh, interesting. So maybe you need to make a plan to meet up with them regularly, whether that's on video call or whether it's just some way to stay in contact, or to make a plan to help and support this person. I don't know, it's very interesting. So we've got there. So those are the two advice cards to do with this. Now then, what? I've forgotten where I'm at. So, hold on. So let's have a look at how. I think maybe you need to. There's a possibility you just need to help them make a plan, because that support will, again, the Knight of Good Cheer. So the Knight of Cups sometimes is missing the element of the sword, which is the mind. So the sword character of this, so we've got cups, wands, swords and pentacles, the sword aspect is often about the strategic planning. It's about the thinking, whereas this person is operating from their heart space, which is wonderful, but sometimes we need a bit of a balance between the heart and the mind, and maybe it's part of for you to help them with that. How does the person you're inquiring about feel? So I think your person is being nice. I think other people have been a bit naughty to them. And maybe, well, yes, and you just need to support them and have faith in what they're doing. Acceptance. So they're going through a process of learning about what they need to accept in life, whether it's acceptance of themselves, and valuing themselves more and honouring. Yeah, I think there's a self-value aspect for them that they're starting to recognise, because sometimes acceptance sort of seems a bit like, oh, I've got to accept that things aren't that great. I think they maybe need to accept that actually they are that great because they've not realised it. And this is possibly where having faith will support that they're accepting that they can shine, that they can be seen, that they can be recognised, that they can go forward in life in a positive way, and that their vision, they can accept that is the truth of things. Spirit. What else does this person feel? Humour. Okay, they're trying to be light-hearted about things, which is really, really good. So maybe when things are going a bit wrong, I nearly said Pete Tong then, but I don't know if you'll all understand that. It means wrong. When things are going Pete Tong, they're gonna try and be cheery about it. So even when this situation's happening where people are actually taking the Michael or taking the Mickey or again, if you recognise that saying, basically taking things from them that they shouldn't be doing, they try and keep it light. They try and stay at a higher vibrational frequency as they go through this. Now, I want to know, how do you feel around this person? How do you feel around this person? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, that's interesting. Loneliness. So perhaps this is where the distance comes in. Maybe you're missing them because you're a bit far away. I know that I am never alone. What a beautiful card with all these people, look. And it's about, look at the people all around the world. So you can have these connections with people all around the world. So perhaps you're missing this person and wishing that they were closer. And maybe this is where the plan to communicate more regularly is coming in, pile 3. You don't need to be without them. And maybe if they've been successful or they're focusing on a lot on what they're doing and trying to put out there, perhaps it's feeling like they haven't got enough time for you. But I feel that if you put a plan in place, so you know that you're either going to talk once a month at this point, or once every other week, or once a week, or whatever it is, they can put that in their schedule. Then it'll help them push back at others who are more demanding, because they'll go, oh no, I can't, it'll help them to honour your connection, so that you can speak to them more regularly. I want to get, what do I want? Let me get another card for you. I want a card for you. Let me get something that pile 3 needs to know, please, Spirit. Something that pile 3 needs to know. The Seas of Mintaka. Wow, that's beautiful. Seeing potential, bringing unconscious to light. And there's a little face there. I don't know what that is. I'm going to have a look in the book. This one, pile 3, because I think you probably need to hear what this is all about more directly than my interpretation. So, Mintaka is thought to have been a water-based planet containing the most crystal clear waters you could ever imagine. So clear that you could see for miles and miles underwater. Wow. The Seas of Mintaka card represents this crystalline clarity of potential and possibility. It's about the ability and choice to see the potential in all people and situations. This could be one of your natural traits, or it could be a sign that what you're currently doing has great potential. Mintakans are thought to have been a galactic race who saw the light in everything and everyone. This is so nice. You may have received this card as confirmation that a situational project has extreme potential and will reach fruition. If it appears in a spread, it's a very positive sign that things are working out for the highest potential of all involved. It's a very uplifting, light-filled card that brings great harmony, contentment, and positive outcomes. According to Carl Jung, that which we do not bring to consciousness appears in our life as fate. When water appears in dreams and art, it often represents the unconscious mind. Pulling this card also means that you can be called to bring to light any unconscious patterns of which you are unaware. So, I feel like that this again, just reinforces this bit of having faith in someone, being able to see the best in someone and being able to tell them that you see the best in them and to be able to support them in what they're doing is such a gift. It's the best and most wonderful gift you can give to anybody, to see the light and the blessing and the potential of who they are, because it opens the doors of that potential to them. And helps them to bring that into fruition. How utterly beautiful. I'm going to get one more guidance card for you. I think that's so lovely. Live your soul, not your role. So when you're feeling like you should do this and you've got to do that and you need to do this, push that all to one side, pal 3. What we want you to do is what you feel in the depths of your heart. Whatever you want to do right now, you toddle off and do it and have a jolly good time, because you don't have to keep giving of what you feel like you're meant to be. If there's dynamics with somebody that you feel like you've got to be this role, you don't have to keep doing that. You can act and be in a different way, and you don't have to conform to what society says. You can be whoever you want to be, as long as you're in alignment with your soul, which is what this is about as well. So, pile 3, I wish you a very happy festive season. Enjoy the happy holidays. Have a wonderful Christmas and lots of love and best wishes to you. If you liked this reading, please do click on like and subscribe so I can see you again. And do check out the early bird offer of Returning to Wholeness, where you can work with me in a 10-week program to clear away anything no longer wanted emotionally, to give you more emotional freedom, to change the patterns in your life, to do past life regressions, inner child work, get in touch and in alignment with your soul self. It's huge and life-changing, and it's 10 weeks. So feel free to invest in yourself for 2025. If you want the early bird offer, you need to book with me before the 1st of January 2025. Take care. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.